This signage is not really on brand.
Oh, it's not ridiculous. Well, I'm not having this conversation either.
Is everything okay?
David, to be honest, I'm having a little trouble financially, and I'm going to have to let you go.
What?
It seems I have overshot my budget with some of the changes you've been implementing, which is not your fault. You were my mistake, which I take full credit for.
Okay. I thought you were liking the changes I was making. We just sold another poncho yesterday.
I still can't believe we even sold one, but that's not going to help me when I am down to a Costco card and a Zoom membership.
Okay, well, is there anything I can do?
No, you've done enough already. Fortunately, I have gotten some good news. Apparently, there is a blouse barn in Australia, and they are going to pay me to use their name here. Can you believe it?
That there's another store called Glass Barn? No.
No, it's an entire chain. They're expanding into North America, and they are going to pay me $10,000 just to cover the costs of renaming the store.
Okay, so they're buying the name from you?
Well, it's more of a gesture, actually. Apparently, I have been using the name without their permission.
Okay, so this company is giving you $10,000 as a gesture.
And to think I almost called this place Blouse House.
Something seems really sketchy about this, and I'm not just saying that because I have a hard time with Australians. A lot of drunks.
Well, it's already happening. They're coming in this week. They're bringing the paperwork.
As your brand manager, I feel like I need to be at that meeting.
I don't know.
At least let me talk to a few people before you decide. There's one thing I've learned from The Good Wife. It's never accept a first offer. I'm gonna just do that.
Well,
I have a question.
Yes, your cologne is too strong.
Okay. I just put it on, and it needs to breathe a bit. So I came in here to ask whether you knew anything about trademarking store names.
Yeah, we had to deal with that from time to time in Rose Video.
Uh-huh. And did anyone ever ask you to stop using the name?
No, but we went after other people for using it. I remember a Rosie's video in Sao Paulo. That was a fun shakedown.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, say you owned Blouse Barn.
Well, first of all, I'd never get into the clothing business because the margins are terrible.
Okay, let's pretend for a sec. And someone was offering you $10,000 to stop using the name because there's another Blouse Barn in Australia and they need the name.
$10,000 to stop using the name Blouse Barn?
That's correct.
I would take that in a second. It's a terrible name.
Okay, but that's not...
At least with Rose Video, it said what it was. And the logo looked great on a golf shirt.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, if it's a big chain and they want the name, surely you should be able to get more for it.
Yeah, but is it worth going to court to fight it?
Well, I don't think Wendy can afford that. She can't even afford me anymore, so...
Wait a minute. You were fired?
Technically, I would say I'm in a transition phase at the moment.
This is terrible news. I thought you were turning that store around, all those big purchases, all that spending.
Hey, let's just focus on the big picture, which is helping the store.
Well, if you want to help the store, I would tell your boss to take the deal. And then you and I are going to sit down, update your resume, and get you back into the workforce.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for this. It was entirely unhelpful, but thank you nevertheless.
Anytime, son.
Oh, it's just so violating. How can one sleep knowing our streets are laden with thieves?
Well, I don't know about laden. I had a newspaper stolen once.
2 days ago, we had someone break our window. They didn't take anything, but they left a dead bird inside. That's kind of like my aunt. She has a ghost in her house that keeps leaving dimes everywhere. Look what's happened to us. These sign bandits have clearly created a culture of fear. If it helps at all, I'd be happy to put one of your signs on my lawn. That is if Jocelyn doesn't mind.
Oh, no. I'd put one on my lawn if I wasn't worried about winning.
I hope you know that I don't stand for dirty politics, Moira. Oh, no, you mustn't beat yourself up. You have your own signs to worry about. All 200 of them.
We're here to sing, aren't we? So, let's sing.
Well said. Let us focus on tomorrow's show and not fan the flames of this provocative scandal any more than is necessary. Sing, ladies, if you can.
Let's do this. Hey. What are you shopping for?
I'm not shopping.
Okay, well, I'm seeing a lot of women's tops, so if there's a minimum amount for free shipping, can you let me know before you order?
And I'm actually doing some work, so...
Dad said that you got fired.
I wasn't fired. I'm actually working so that I can stay employed. I have a big meeting with some lawyers, and I'm trying to make sure they're not taking advantage of Wendy. Poor thing is a hot mess.
Okay, I just really think you should stay out of it, David. You're not good under pressure.
And you are?
I'm sorry, were you picked up by the South Korean secret police on New Year's? I had to sweet talk the consulate's lawyer to get me a passport before midnight.
Okay. Well, this is a very different situation from that, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be fine.
Did you or did you not have a subscription to Cosmo Girl when you were 16 years old, David?
No.
Okay, David, if you have to lie about something, you should breathe out while you answer, because it really just calms you down.
Oh my god, I'm not being interrogated. This is a negotiation.
I'm just trying to prepare you, okay? Because they're gonna eat you alive in there.
Okay. If you know so much about this, why don't you come with me then?
Okay, well, I guess that just depends on what's in Mom's closet.
Why does that matter?
Well, I'm not gonna wear my own clothes into the room, David. They're not scary enough. The following program contains coarse language and mature subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised. I know that we just met, but if Prince Harry trusted me with his life, then I think you can too.
Well, I do feel better having a lawyer in the room.
Oh my god, you're so cute. I'm not a lawyer, but I am glad that my fashion pony is working.
Oh, hi. I'm Wendy Kurtz. Welcome to Blouse Barn.
Lisa Chung. I didn't realize there were going to be more of us. We're a representation.
David Rose.
Angelica Bloomfield, of Rose Bloomfield and Glickman.
Well, let's go to my office, shall we?
Oh, Mr. Rose.
Oh, hi, Stevie.
Found these. Thought Mrs. Rose might want them back.
You found them. Okay, look, I know we haven't always been ideal motel guests, but taking my wife's signs?
No. I took out your garbage, and these poked a hole in the bottom and fell out. So they're still in pretty good shape. Thought you might want them back.
Oh.
Since she's been so worried about her signs having been mysteriously stolen.
Right, right. Well, I mean, I can see what must have happened here. She accidentally threw them out.
That's one theory.
Or someone stole them and hid them in our garbage to try and sabotage Moira to make it look like she's done something really crazy.
That is definitely some food for thought.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Stevie. Have a nice day.
Thanks. I will. This shouldn't take long. The check. This should cover the cost of the signs, business cards. About that check.
We had some questions about the amount.
Well, you shouldn't. $10,000 is the amount we agreed upon.
Well, that may be, but some things have changed on our side, and we want to discuss
I
the...
think it's fine, David.
From a legal standpoint, there are lots of costs to consider. There are the signs and the business cards. I just mentioned those. Objection sustained. There is the travel. There are the meals. There is the shipping and the catering.
Which is very similar to the meals and not necessarily relevant, so...
Well, the $10,000 doesn't even cover our legal fees.
What? So don't worry about that.
And if we're going to announce a new name, there has to be a whole relaunch event, and that involves event planners and florists.
Okay, I think what my colleague is trying to say is that our brand is very well established here, so we're going to require a higher compensation.
No, it's ooh, ooh, ooh. No, Gwen, you took the lower third. Well, could you please then? I've already locked mine in. Thanks, doll.
Moira, do you have any idea how Stevie found your campaign signs in our garbage?
I don't think anyone can hear us, John. You don't have to keep up the act.
What act?
That you didn't know I took the signs.
You took the signs. I didn't know you took the signs. Why would you take your own signs?
Well, I couldn't very well take Jocelyn's. That would be stealing. And I'm running a clean campaign.
You call this a clean campaign?
Politics 101, John. When you have limited resources, your best course of action is to create a stir. It's exciting. It's fun. It's like the episode of Sunrise Bay when I stole my own baby.
Moira, Sunrise Bay was a soap opera.
Yeah, so this is reality. Frankly, John, I'm surprised at your naivete.
Moira, you're misleading people.
No, I'm building a mystery. Voters will draw their own conclusions.
I basically accused Roland of stealing your campaign signs.
Well, then hopefully you've learned something. You shouldn't make accusations you can't substantiate.
Moira?
I'm not listening until you calm down. Okay, well, Blasbarn Australia is willing to offer you an additional $5,000.
Oh, my God.
Thank you. So if you'll just sign here, I think we're good.
I don't think we are. I have done some research, and I happen to know that your company pulled in $100 million last year.
Why, babe?
Well, the point is, judging by your bag and those shoes, Blast Barn Australia is paying you quite a bit of money to come here and help us switch over our signs. Bottom line, we're standing in your way, and I don't think your client will be very happy if you come home without securing the rights to the name, especially considering you're expanding into 78 stores across North America, and let's be honest, Blouse House doesn't have quite the same ring to it.
Exactly.
Angelica, please. This is the number that we are after. Now, if you'll excuse us, we have another meeting to get to.
We're in our store.
We await your reply.
Moira, I felt bad about what happened to your signs, and so I had some of my students make these for you. Jocelyn. They're not as nice as the black and white ones you had, but I thought that they might help. Very considerate. Though there's something you and I still need to discuss. The signs. We both know that in a heated campaign, one might use whatever resources one has to gain advantage. Yes. Jocelyn, you have so many signs. I know. Roland got carried away and used his mayoral power to get people to put more signs on their lawns. And I just pretended it wasn't happening. Roland forced constituents to put up signs through coercion. That's what we're talking about, right? Yeah, I just was helping you explain, so you just seem so upset by it all. I am upset. I don't like what this campaign is doing to me. The other day, I called another driver an effing moron. I didn't say the F word, but I said effing. And that is not me. Jocelyn, I don't think it's exactly unethical to do questionable things in the spirit of competition. I'm dropping out of the campaign. What? I'm barely sleeping. I can't get through an episode of MasterChef Junior without crying. We've both worked so hard for this. I know. And now I am giving it to you. Congratulations, Moira. You're the new counselor for the town of Schitt's Creek.
David, come on in. Here, have a seat. Lisa got back to me. She dropped off a check. It's a big check, David.
Oh, my God.
It's a big f***ing check!
You don't mean one of those big lottery checks, right? Okay.
No.
Okay.
But you pulled it off.
Thank you for trusting me.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Okay. I guess we should get back to work then.
I love your enthusiasm, but I think I'm going to take some time for my family, for me, and close the store.
Oh, okay.
But I appreciate all you've done, and I want you to have this. You and Alexis.
Oh, Alexis didn't do that much. Oh my God.
And I hope this helps get you on your feet and do something interesting. You always do.
I can't